They were listening to active police officers coordinating armed robberies under color of law. Those recordings became the cornerstone of an unprecedented investigation into municipal corruption. In the transcripts, officers discussed fabricated drug deals and rehearsed arrest narratives to justify stolen property entries. Jenkins led each conversation, his voice steady, assigning tasks, dividing proceeds. The calm tone, devoid of hesitation, struck prosecutors as proof of habit more than impulse. Under federal statutes like 18 U.S.C. Section 1962C for racketeering and Section 1962D for conspiracy, the evidence exceeded mere misconduct. It demonstrated an organized, continuing criminal enterprise operating within a sworn agency. Jenkins breached these by leading badge-shielded thefts, falsifying overtime under Section 1001 for false statements, and planting drugs to frame targets, subverting laws meant to prosecute organized crime. Loyalty inside the task force ran on shared guilt. Jenkins tied promotions and favors to participation, ensuring collective silence. By pulling every member into the same criminal orbit, he erased individuality. Nobody could confess without collapsing the entire structure. Victims, meanwhile, described encounters straight out of institutional betrayal. Traffic stops transformed into shakedowns, homes raided with fabricated warrants, families humiliated, while officers rifled through drawers. The harm extended beyond stolen money. It consumed belief in justice. When prosecutors overlaid the wiretap data with internal surveillance timestamps, the match was surgical. Calls about collections aligned with unaccounted for cash from concurrent search warrants. Dashcam intervals showed squad cars parked off-grid during the exact windows when robberies occurred. Each connection tightened the circle until the empire Jenkins built began devouring itself. Confronted with irrefutable recordings, Jenkins entered a guilty plea. Federal sentencing under racketeering guidelines delivered 25 years in extraordinary term for a once-praised officer, plus years of supervised release and forfeiture of ill-gotten gains as direct repercussions for systemic betrayal. The courtroom that day held more than prosecutors and press. There were victims waiting for validation, fellow officers dreading collective shame, and a city audience questioning how long the badge could shield predators. Families testified about lost faith. One relative of a victim said, "Do you trust the police department after what your family has been through?" "No, sir. Never. Can anything change that?" "I don't think so." Those words carried the weight of generations betrayed. The fall of the gun trace task force dissolved the illusion of isolated misconduct. It proved corruption could scale like any business, efficient, structured, profitable.